I really need to throw this one away.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't know why I have keep keeping this one.
I just grabbed it because it was the first one I saw.
Welcome back to our channel, Tales from Willow Walk In. Last we left off, the party concluded their epic battle with the twins.
Whatever was in the bag is here.
And
We're still missing 2 dice.
You're gonna have to use my dice then.
Mercy.
Is it in the bag?
No, probably not. Because I bet you didn't pack it.
They began to travel towards the coast, chartered a ship, chartered a second ship, woke up to a note from Wraith saying that he wasn't dead, but some things came up. They then made their way towards Rayvale and hid out in the swamp for a few days, left a note for a trusted ally, realized that that note probably wasn't a great idea because they got to search the entire fucking swamp for them. Decided to try and stay in an inn. There was some... Do you have a question? You can raise your hand.
No.
Just raise your hand if you have a question.
No, it's okay.
We're gonna treat like a school here. Just... Yes.
I think she had a question.
I don't have a question.
Okay. Yeah.
I have been assaulted.
Okay.
It's on camera. It's fine.
Yeah.
It is
you
on
get him?
camera. We have that.
No, I put track it.
Oh.
Galea felt she was recognized.
You said it right.
I know I did.
Okay.
And paranoia began to seep in. That everybody was watching and everybody knew that they were there. They stayed in an inn for the night. They decided to leave a second letter for Orla, stating that they were in fact at this inn. And upon leaving the letter, sorry, I'm just trying to get this phone stand up. Again?
Ruh-roh.
Hey, stop. Scare anybody else?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Wait, what day do? How many days
Shit
do
in
we
Joe's
go?
house.
Last time?
Shinja's house.
We are on the 18th
Okay.
of Calsoon. Galea, seen Silva, Clee's right hand, talking to a sailor, exchanging some coin, and it scared her. She decided not to go back to the inn. Celine accompanied her outside the wall, roughly 3 hours away, a safe distance, while Karaya made her way back to the inn. Was recommended a interesting book, and inside the book, after a short time of reading, found a letter from Orla saying, please stay in one spot, it's hard to find you. And that's where we left off, with Karaya shouting into the air, I told you so.
Yep.
With pork roast wafting
Yep.
out the window.
Yes.
Yes.
Delicious.
The one night we had real
Yes.
food for dinner.
Eating delicious food, reading a good book.
A lovely book.
A lovely book, some might say. Karaya,
Yes.
as this happens, just realized I'm not connected to the... Okay. As this happens, you hear a familiar voice in your head.
Okay.
I'm not going to read the message, so I'll just have you do it.
Yeah, I just pulled it up just in case.
Perfect.
Hey, you in Rayvale? Clee thinks you're in Utin's hideout. They talked about someone named Galea too. Maybe they can help you in some way?
Sounds right.
How do you know this? Yes, I'm here.
Did you think she wasn't going to respond?
No, I just thinking about how to respond.
We only prepped so far. We don't want to prep for every possible...
She's just not going to respond and then
yeah.
Why?
We want to prep for every possible response. We're not madmen.
That's my anxiety then. Would have done that.
I have eyes in Rayvale.
I asked, yeah.
Are
I
you
said,
here?
yeah, I'm here. How do you know that?
Oh, okay. I would suggest hiding or running or something. I only have one sending left.
Great. So informative.
I'm waiting for Orla. Got a message in a book right now. Don't think I should move.
Okay.
Yes, great idea. Go see Orla. She can help you. Good luck.
Thanks. I guess I'll check in tomorrow. Or you'll check in.
You wait for a moment.
I know there won't be anything. He
Yeah.
said it was his last sending.
Yeah, just that, like, the conversation felt like it could have continued, but it's not. And what do you want to do?
I just have to wait, I guess.
So we'll shift over. What are you two doing? It is dark at this moment. This would be when you start a rest.
How late was it when we left? Or like, would it be like now?
It's about like roughly 8 p.m. at the moment.
Because we snuck out to follow the other person, right?
No, you snuck out to get away from the city. Did Celine think she was following somebody?
You were following me.
You were following her.
I'm
Hi,
trying to
I'm that
recap
person.
and see what happened.
Because Nick didn't just reach
I
out
was
for
like,
everyone.
did you?
Got scared, paranoid, left. You went with her.
Oh, yeah, because I flipped the coin and... Okay. Yes. So I'm
That
just
sounds
with
more
her.
like Tao.
Okay, you.
Yeah, I was like, maybe Celine is
He
gonna
had
try to
this whole
talk you
brilliant
back
story.
or something.
Brilliant.
What?
You have to play as your character, not as yourself.
Well, no,
And I was
but
like, really?
Wait, what was it? What was my
that-
reasoning?
I
What
like
was-
to think that Karai's mean to you.
Yes, she
I
was
like to
mean
think that
me, yeah.
Celine really took out a coin and flipped it.
I honestly, that does that. It just wasn't like we couldn't see it. She
Yeah.
down here and
Nah, I don't know her too well, but she's nicer than
Hey,
Ryan. So.
You bonded over daggers.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Did you
I mean,
not?
at that point, I feel like we would have like known a little
So.
bit more.
What are you two doing?
She's nicer than Karaya, but Karaya just brought you back when you were down, so...
Mm.
Yeah, but she doesn't talk nice to me though.
She'll put you back down.
Because you talk stupid.
Bolt in the back of the
It,
head.
it's about.
That's
the
my mom.
impression-
I'm
sorry.
Doesn't have a crossbow.
Moonbeam in the back of the head.
So,
Um,
like I said, this is about the time you guys would start your first watch.
What are we doing here?
you think Karaya's okay?
Have you met Karaya?
She's being drawn and quartered in the city square at this moment.
She's a princess. She'll be fine.
I assume that wouldn't have come out before.
Prime?
Mm,
I think it has.
probably not.
I don't
Not
think
too
so.
I don't think that.
We'll
No.
be traveling with
The
people
last
like-
time that was brought
Yeah,
up
we-
was
But
the last time that was
'Cause
brought
I
up
feel
was
like-
when Karai got knocked down by the treant. She was like, "I'm a princess. I'm not walking. Carry me."
but that was so.
True.
You
Or
weren't
that
there
was
then.
after. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
before she got out there.
So you probably wouldn't have heard of Karai being a princess.
But just in our gossips, I would have let that one go though. I'm a big gossiper.
Since when?
Always.
To be fair, you
It's
had
mostly
a
just
metal
esoteric, though.
you had a metal rod through your mouth.
You haven't been talking a lot.
So
Well,
you haven't
that's
been talking
we
true.
had like a moment
That's
at the
true.
beginning,
Yeah.
and then
So I'd say this is the first time you've heard of Princess Karaya.
Okay, so then I'll gossip about Princess Karaya and
Yeah.
how she's a princess and what we've been through using her princess status and being in the floating city and nothing that you asked me.
right.
Yeah,
I'm
of
assuming that
course.
you started. I made a face, and you were like, "So."
Yeah, and I just
Let
kept
me
going.
tell you.
And all the times that Karai was mean to me.
Because she's a princess.
Mm-hmm.
That's only why.
Yes.
Because she's a princess.
But weirdly nice to everyone else.
Not only because you were fucking Esther.
I wasn't fucking Asuri.
Yeah,
Actually,
actually-
that's a very
Hold up
boundary
one
in our
sec.
friendship.
Callie.
We are just there for Callie.
Yeah.
We don't even look at each
Yeah.
other during it.
It's real awkward.
Oh, okay.
It's real
At the end, we
awkward.
might
You guys
high
ever made
five
eye
and do like
contact?
these.
Yeah, but
but
I don't
that's
know the
about
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
That's
but-
literally it.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know that. I've never seen you guys do it. I just assume
fair.
you guys are in the throuple.
Wow.
Let's do it. Okay.
It's more like a
Oh,
line with three
I'll tell her
points.
that too.
There you go.
Not
So
a
after I'm
triangle.
assuming like at least 30 minutes of you just on a non-stop.
Yeah, and then about the big revelation that they were doing it, and he was like
And that's the end of that.
about his face and
Oh shit! All the fucking tea is being spilled.
everything.
So I just basically I know everything now. From what?
For the most part, yes.
Yeah.
Not necessarily truthfully, but
Yeah.
I
but
was
from-
just
from
gonna say from
Celine's
Celine's
perspective.
perspective.
Celine's version of everything.
Mhm.
Okay.
my version of it.
I don't even know how to wrap my head around the like how fast that happens.
I will say, all of that talking probably took about an hour.
An hour?
Fair.
Yes.
We,
Yeah,
we've
she
been
has
adventuring
That is a
together for a while.
lot of gossip to just start unpacking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Sounds good.
Mhm.
I think what else would I do? I'll definitely tell you about the macabre dance because that was really fun.
Fuck yeah.
And then Aiden.
Oh, Aiden.
Oh.
And
Pat
then
was
how
talking about that too.
we got some leftovers of his head.
Just a little skeleton hair.
Yeah.
I thought we got his hat. Scalp
Yeah,
was
Like,
The scout came after.
the hat had some hair.
I thought the
attached
scalp
to
was
it.
from
Yeah.
Backle Fackle or whatever the
Back-
fuck his
oh
name
my
was.
God.
It was that too. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got his scalp
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, both.
Pat was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Nick about coming back and rescuing Osirate."
Hey,
Back.
if you're watching, Pat.
Single
so
tier.
Karaya's a princess.
Yeah.
Go back to the
I
beginning
feel like
of that.
that was
Like,
like the first thing you said. Then
yeah,
you just
and then
spilled
she-
out all this other shit.
And then
And I'm
like
I'm just gonna focus on that.
yeah, she's a princess, figuratively and actually.
She doesn't really act like one.
You don't think so?
Mm.
I don't know. She's like walking around like a princess.
I didn't pick up on that. But through that very long-winded conversation story, it's just she shouldn't be there alone.
I mean, Moonbeam. You know, you see
That easy?
Yeah. I mean, we could go back, but how? I don't know how we can be helpful.
It's
So,
more so
like-
just getting her out. Like, she doesn't realize the danger.
But what if this danger is following us and we're just bringing it back to her if we regroup?
It's-
Maybe they think that it's just us out here.
They know she's there.
They know.
They know that they would know, he would know where we are and that we split up.
Well, we could sneak back and see if she's still alive.
It's more so convincing her on how dangerous of this position she's in right now to try and get her to leave. Or to figure out what we can do so we don't have to stay there any longer than necessary. You know her better, I think.
I don't know.
You know her
I
better
feel
than
like-
question mark?
I feel like I know her pretty
Asterisk.
well now too. I think. But it's too dangerous just staying there.
We could try, but I don't know how convincing we can be. She's pretty headstrong. And if she's made her mind up that she's gonna wait and somebody's gonna come see her, we ain't budging that boat.
No, but the biggest thing was Orla. if we're able to get back to her and she's already talked to Orla, maybe she'll help her see too that like it's not safe to just stay there. And now we have her help and we can kind of pull back before it's too late.
We can try. But I feel like if she's seen Orla, then she would already have the next step lined up.
I just
There
don't
would
think
be a
Orla's gonna
plan.
tell her to stay directly where she is. So if she has seen Orla, then that's even better.
Yeah. But then if she's seen Orla and Orla's given her a different direction, then we're going back into the trap. She would already been gone. Because assuming that she meets Orla and be like, get the fuck out of here, and then she gets the fuck out of there, and then by the time we get there, there's nobody there, and then except Cleve and his cronies.
Well, we got out before.
We can sneak and then, see what's up.
Yeah.
Silently.
I don't think we should be staying there.
No.
I'm gonna pause you guys for just for 1 minute here. That went starting soon. That was a mistake.
Yikes.
Ugh. That'll be my
Wedge.
my like action, so I know. Anyways, so you two are deciding to go back, to not go back.
I think we'll go back, right? We'll just tiptoe.
We just have to convince her to
Two
leave.
lips.
We made her a promise. And thinking about it, we should hold up on that, but like I just feel like she's not grasping the danger of just sitting in that like town. And I don't think that we should say if we do go back.
I think she's so set on that Orla's gonna come. I don't know how we can convince her. I don't think we've ever convinced her of anything.
Well, we can try. But if it comes down to it,
I am no
we're not
fighting.
ready to face Cleve.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say we're gonna kidnap her, because we're not doing that.
Because we're strong.
No,
We just have to grab like a foot.
she's a princess.
That's the other thing. I'm not knocking out a.
Yeah, we'll be outside. We'll be dead. We're in a reach.
So, is the plan to head back, to trek back 3 hours? Or going in the morning? So you start heading back. Karai, you do your reading.
I'm gonna count down on the percentage of survival rate.
Once we get closer, I'm gonna take Akoya out and
Okay.
have her walk in front.
Bless you.
Thanks. That one will get added to the.
I was saying, there it is.
That was it,
There
boys.
was a long wind up to that one.
We're
It
done.
was.
Yeah, so you're heading back. You do your reading, and it tells you to stay and wait.
Mhm.
To trust your instincts, and Orla will come for you. And this is the best play. Going outside is not going to be a good idea. Klee runs the city. At least here you have a way to defend yourself. There's a doorway and a window. You're on the second floor. It's a good defensible position if necessary. So you sit and wait. What's your plan for watches? Are you gonna barricade the door?
Yeah. I hope the door is a indoor, not a.
It is. I described it as a push indoor. It actually is an indoor, but it's pushed. It pulls out. Get it? It's
Push
an
it.
in. It's at the end. So, anyways,
Yeah, I would barricade the door.
okay. So there's like a small dresser you can kind of push in front of it, and
Mhm.
push like the small chest in front of that, and you can get a decent barricade. The window's gonna be a little bit harder just because there are shutters that kind of swing open.
Yeah.
But if you have like rope or something, you could
I do have rope.
try and tie that shut and like attach that rope to the dresser,
Yeah.
so that way the window can't be pulled open
No, I get
very
what you're
easily.
saying.
Yeah. Maybe wrap the rope around the door handle, wrap that to the window, so just.
Do I have anything for like?
Then they just Kool-Aid Man in anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I'm just gonna blow up the whole inn.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
So
Now you can't get out easily either.
this was my plan. I wanted to get her trapped as much as possible.
Yeah,
so
that's
she's like,
why you
I
said,
go out the door.
Are you going to barricade the door? Are you going to do it like this? Leading questions from the DM.
Yep. So you barricade the room. Maybe a little excessive, but you're not dumb. You know that you have to sleep, and you're not gonna be able to stay up all night.
No.
So, do you want to try and stay up for the first watch? Stay up as long as you can, or wake up early and take that quote unquote third watch?
Don't wake up early, it's a trap.
I think I would try to wake up early.
Okay, sounds good. So you barricade everything, and you just put your book down with the note on the inside and set it on the little bedside table, and you try to get some sleep. About 4 hours in. Actually, hang on, wait. How are you taking back into the city?
Very sneakily.
Over the wall, through the main gate, in the water onto the docks.
I was good. I prefer the water option.
Are you part aquatic snake?
Oh God.
Why you gotta?
I'm a descendant of Sobek.
You're just pissing off everyone tonight.
You worship Sobek or
Sobek's-
Wraith?
Ooh, that's true.
Both.
No.
No.
Hey, look.
I'm not going
It's
to become a god
monotheism.
that way.
No,
New
it's
gods or old
polytheism.
gods?
Huh?
You gotta make a decision.
Old gods are future gods.
Yeah.
Oh God, are future.
All gods are the new gods.
So
I believe in the night.
you're gonna go to the main gate.
Well, I guess it kind of depends. If we're walking back the same way, we're at the other end, weren't we? Because the main gate was like...
You could walk however you want. I mean, it'll be about the same time.
What about on our hands? Can she walk in like that?
Yeah.
I could do that.
I think that'll draw more
Acrobatics?
attention, but
Yeah.
Nah. It's normal.
Backflips?
Whatever you want to do, you tell me.
No,
you can go to the main
not
gate. It's
that.
going to be the same. I kind of imagined, the distance that you traveled to escape the reach of Klee. It would be an equal distance to either where you were at versus the gate. Not
Well, that makes no sense.
so. Basically, I'm telling you, you have
Okay.
options. Last time I'm nice.
You sure you don't want to swim?
Do you want to swim? The 30 seconds? The 10 feet?
Yeah, it won't take very long to swim around.
I mean,
Okay.
it's most subtle. People don't go looking
It's
into
late,
the water.
right?
It's nighttime,
I
right?
don't like when you say things.
Yeah. Sure.
It's midnight.
Sure.
No, it's about midnight by the time you get back, so
Okay.
you know the city doesn't sleep.
Right.
So
I guess I meant like.
you know the city doesn't sleep. Ships are always coming and going, so the docks are going to be probably pretty busy. And I will say this because I said it last week: people climbing out of the water onto the docks
Pretty.
is pretty suspicious.
Late night swim. I mean, come on.
In full gear?
I'm not saying anybody's going to stop you, but
It's also not
Just-
going to be. Yeah.
like the
Put your
people.
swimsuit on, then do it.
You
Yeah.
know, people don't give a shit.
when you come hey,
I
maybe
don't
a
have the
bikini.
disguise kit,
Yeah.
but I got the bikini guy.
Or like grab a fish on your way out and be like, oh, I do it with my hands.
People don't give a shit unless they
They're
have
paid
to.
to give a
But
shit?
Yeah.
Probably the gate.
All right.
You guys being stealthy?
Obviously.
Give me stealth checks.
Barge in there.
Obviously.
Karaya!
Just at the main gate.
I can
Yeah.
feel
Hear
that.
you.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeesh.
14.
18.
Crit.
Okay.
I got
We're
yeeted.
passing
Sharks
your
last
train.
time. I got
Jesus.
13, yeah.
Are you heading back to
What
the
was that?
inn
Which one was that?
the same way?
Versus.
The three options you had.
Um,
In front of the hangman's hut, off to the side, the rooftops,
probably
the back
off to
alleys.
the side since it's
Yeah,
dark
we
out.
want to go
Okay, so
probably
the same
a
way that
different
you,
way.
if you walk to the side, it'd be the same way. So you have
Going through
You
the
have
rooftops.
Hangman's hut, also here, and the gates here. So your options are going in front of it, going the way you went before, sneaking around like the back alleys, but you will have to be on the rooftops at some point in time.
Just avoiding it. Or just,
Yeah.
yeah, this side.
Okay. There are no people lined up outside of the Hangman's hut.
They were gonna say, just stop at that. I was like, great.
Oh, God.
It's pretty empty on the outside.
That's suspicious.
Mm.
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Who?
15.
15. You had this like feeling, this urge to turn back around, but you shrug it off and you just keep going. You push past, and when you get to that intersection, you see this. You kind of stand there for a second. And you're staring, and you shake out of it, and you notice that Celine. You don't see her anymore. She's gone. And it takes you a second, and you see Celine kind of off in the distance, like waiting for you. That's when you realize you were standing here for a few moments, just kind of.
It's like she walked ahead.
Yeah, Celine was stealthing ahead, and you get to this intersection. You're just kind of stopped, and you're just taking what you thought to be a moment, but based on how far Celine was, possibly a few moments longer. And you just kind of shake out of it and rush up to Celine.
Wipe the drool off your chin.
Yeah.
Do I notice she's dragging?
Yeah, you kind of like turn,
Well,
Look.
Celine noticed.
and you're like,
What gives? Come on. What the fuck?
What the fuck are you doing?
Quit fucking around. This was your idea.
You blew it!
so Celine's like, I want to go for a fucking swim.
And I'm dry. I want it to be wet.
You make your way back to the inn.
Do we?
And do you?
No, I was kidding.
Okay.
I don't know about right now. It's a very
I
inconvenient
swear, why the
time.
fuck do we come all the way here?
And you go into the bottom tavern portion and make your way upstairs. The gentleman who's behind the bar is an old gentleman.
Not the same one?
Not the same one. This is like the night shift. Like I said, it's about 12:30 at this point. And kind of just gives you a wave as he's kind of like cleaning up. There's a few people passed out at tavern or at the different tables, and he's going around wiping the tables, like picking up their arms, wiping below them, and setting them back down. Any loose change that he sees on the table, you see him just kind of like take and put into his pocket.
Tips.
Yep. And you guys make your way back to the room. Do you open the door? Do you try to knock?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Could just imagine us, if you hadn't have barricaded the door, just barging
Just
in
as
at
a giant
12:30 at night.
moonbeam.
Yeah. Fried alive.
You knock on the door quietly or fairly loud?
Fairly quiet at first. To see,
Fairly quiet.
to see what
Fairly
happens.
You don't get a response.
Louder?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
You're like deep sleep.
This
Drool
is-
and everything.
This is like her like peak.
Math. 7.
7. You hear something, just like a small tap at the door, and start stirring awake, but you don't get a response. You knock a little bit louder, and you're like, okay, somebody's at the fucking door. What do you do?
We're gonna Karaya.
You hear the whispered.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah.
Do I recognize it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Traveled with her for.
Sleep, say.
Right.
I'm gonna scratch at the door.
Okay.
It's just fingers under the.
Just Tarek under the door.
You hear knocking at the window. You open the window. Tarek's right there.
Never mind, I'm going back to bed.
No,
This is a
Celine,
wild
no.
dream.
Ties a fucking broomstick just stretched out. Just reach the window.
No, this is a fucking
yeah, I
lucid
stood out.
dream if I've ever been in one. I would
It
move all the
takes
stuff and
it,
open the
it
door.
takes you a moment
Yeah.
to move everything. You guys can hear like the sliding of everything in there. But
Totally suspicious.
What are you guys doing back here?
Well, we talked about a lot. Your Majesty.
Excuse me?
Celine filled me in on I'm pretty sure her whole life.
Oh, okay.
She did mention not important right now. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Staying here isn't the right decision.
Snitches get stitches.
I literally
This is the second time I heard that
gotta
today.
know
Really?
that
Yeah.
you're
You're a
looking
snitch
for us. Like,
No,
Orla.
it wasn't about me.
Orla.
I think it's smart to get Orla, but staying here.
She literally in the note says stay in one spot.
Well, that I assume. Did she say when she'd be here?
Did not. I got the book this evening. Well, this afternoon probably. Whenever you guys initially left and I made it back here.
What
Pretty
if it's,
early.
What if it's Clee pretending to be Orla?
Could be, but
So you just. You got a point.
I just inject more paranoia into it.
I hadn't even thought of that.
you did.
I
No,
love that
Oh,
instigation.
thank you. While I was gone, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I did what?
Celine's just like, and it's
that
Clee.
doesn't really seem like Clee's
Clee the
style.
whole
though.
time.
Yeah.
Cleve has.
I'm Cleaver. Please.
Cleve will do a lot,
Cleaver.
and he'll be smart
It's
about
a cool
it.
name, though.
So
He has a
if he
sister.
knew it would work, he'd do
Huh?
it.
We know his sister's name.
No, this is the other sister.
Okay. Sorry.
The other sister?
Cleaver. I did not come up with that.
They were twins.
I don't want any.
The other twin names.
It makes sense. Cleaver, like, come on.
He doesn't like to talk about her for some reason.
His real name is Clevonicus.
Clevonicus. Wow, that's a cool name.
Yeah, her
I wanna
full
be work
name
for this
is
guy.
Clevania.
You guys do.
I know.
You did.
We did temporarily.
Yeah.
Then you blew the ship. So,
Yikes. I don't know. I did not agree to blowing up the ship. I thought like
Needless
he
to
was
say,
a cool
he's very
guy.
pissed.
Of course he is.
Wasn't he
But
quite a
he's
handsome
smart,
guy?
and he'll
Why the fuck
he'll
they would
do
blow up
things
his ship?
that you don't really expect him to do.
It was all Azrael's fault.
I
And
feel
he's
like he's
really pissed.
I feel like he's not a guy for the theatrics. So
No, but smart planning.
right, but why?
Oh, are we still talking about the whole him being the note thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why leave me a note to instead like he could have just did something about it.
that that was probably wrong.
Yeah.
Thought we just meant like Clee in general.
Oh no.
Um,
I just meant the note thing. Just completely dismissing that.
Maybe he wants to have some fun with you.
I don't think that in this
Fun-having
case.
guy.
Yeah. But with how pissed Clee is at us, I don't think Clee would miss the opportunity to just take us out. I don't see why he would risk us being able to escape.
Because we cause him so much pain that he wants to cause you more pain than just a straight death.
But I'm not in pain, so even if that is his plan, he's not doing a good job.
be
Well, we
after
don't know what the
Captain.
plan is. We're just guessing at this point.
So it didn't
Oh.
say when she'd be here.
It did not. But, I mean, I use my cards and I communicate with my god, and it did say to wait.
It's not related to.
it's not related to you guys at all.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's really not.
It's not.
it's not believable, but
Right.
No, it really is.
This is
It
the
really-
problem that happens when you guys lie so much. Like now we don't.
Do we lie?
Never.
I've never lied in my life.
oh, okay.
Not